Alice Springs in October was bloody hot.
The rains are here. Woo. I'm getting some cracking thunder. When it's too hot in the van, you might as well work by the pool.
We even saw orchestras playing in the main street.
A rare sight, we saw the planes all grounded from COVID. Now let the tyres down.
Lots and lots of flies. I don't know if you can see them, but there is a shitload of flies around my head right now.
Oh my god, you should see them.
Franny, no flies on Franny.
I'm not too cool to wear a fly net.
Yeah, alright, I'll put one on when we get back.
So we're on Palm Valley Road.
Basically follows the river up most of the way. You cross it a few times.
22 k's up to the valley. Ready for a hike? Well, it's only 5 k's. It's more of a walk.
Fly nets on.
Fly net, hat, sunshade,
Camelback.
got my water.
Plenty of water in case we balls up the walk and get lost, hey?
Yes.
But who would do that?
Who would do that?
We've never been lost before in our lives.
No. Funny story. Bit of a side adventure down, basically following the Finke Raceway from Alice Springs down the old Ghan Railway track through Maryvale Station, Chambers Pillars, onto Finke, and then out from Finke back out to the Stewart Highway at Cogra, and then back up the highway on Sunday, hopefully. If all goes to
I like
plan.
that.
Well, what I was going to say is this is the third little side trip we've decided to do, and each time we come out on the roads and they look like this. It's like a highway. I'm pretty sure that is fresh grader tracks. I wouldn't be surprised if we come up behind him it looks that freshly graded. This is all too easy. I could have just jinxed us.
Alright. Not much of a backyard.
Just off, I just jumped out of the car to fill my drink bottle, and it's just in the sand, just here off the side of the road. Old Ghan Railway sleeper pin. Don't want one of them in your tyres.
No. Come on. Good girl.
Chambers Pillar.
Chambers Pillar.
Looks more like Chambers Knob.
Check that out. White, yellow, orange, red. So we've been raving about the contrasts, you know, and colours and everything in the outback, but here's a different contrast for you. Bit of blue sky, bit of a storm coming, and on this side, a dust storm coming.
End of the Finke Desert Race track. We're about to cross the finish line. What time have we done it in? 1 day and 5 hours.
35 hours.
So we decided we'd get some fuel at Maryvale before we head down to Finke and then on to Colgara as our next stop. At the moment, we're not sure if the borders, with the borders being open and closed between South Australia and Northern Territory, some of the communities have been shut down. So we might, just on the off chance, we might not be able to get fuel down at Finke or Colgara. We thought we'd better make sure we topped up here, even though we didn't really need it, and it was $2.15 a litre.
The centre of Australia, the geographical centre of Australia. Right there. Heading on the Bins track and heading up towards Ross River. Should be good fun. That's how we go, but whenever we do these sort of things, it's always pays to get some footage or a couple of photos of the local signs, just in case. The maps and everything are good to rely on, but some of these are actually really well put. So there's a tip.
30 seconds down this track of corrugations and our antenna is only just hanging in there. Can you see it wobbling around? Finn's track that we're on now, only about 20 k's out of Alice Springs, is also runs right up to N'Dhala, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does actually.
Where we worked. So it runs, that's about 6 hours north of Alice Springs. And it's Finn's track up there as well, so that's a bit tricky. Goes up past Devonport Ranges and Policeman's Waterhole, which was a beautiful spot not far from the cattle station we worked on. The drive took us through the East McDonnell Ranges to N'Dhala Gorge. It wasn't a long walk, but we saw some interesting rock art.
With the dark clouds rolling in, we hightailed it back to the car.
Just like that, rain, and the temperature's dropped 14 degrees from 43, 44 down to 30. Ah, sweet relief.